Hey there, my name's Curtis Lucas and you're watching Empire Building. I'm coming to you again from the truck for another candid style video. Apparently some of you guys really like this style of content, others not so much. But I am going to keep doing these from time to time. I find them quite enjoyable to record, and like I said, it does allow me to get more content out there. Ideally, maybe even on a daily basis. But yeah, we get to talk about a little bit of what is going on, what my thoughts are as things are developing. But I'm still going to be doing a lot of those videos in the studio, more researched. There's some content here that I'm planning over the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that as well. But yeah, I'm currently just out here building the empire. Some of what I wanted to talk about in this video, but I just came from signing a contract to build a nearly a 300 unit apartment building in 3 phases. This is for the first phase, but for those of you that don't know, yeah, I'm a builder. I own a company with a partner in construction, and this is what I do primarily with my time. It's, for me, this is how you build an empire. It's not just about investing in stocks and Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever it is that you're into, and then waiting for the number to go up. You gotta take some control in this, and that's how it worked for me. I didn't time this market. I didn't know when things were going to explode the way that they did. I just kept buying, and I worked for a very long time to build something that would generate that kind of cash flow, so you could keep buying those dips. We don't know how this is all going to play out, but I do know over the course of 5 to 10 years, this technology will change the way we operate in this world. It's inevitable. There's really no choice in the matter. So I just want to be exposed to it, and in the meantime, work on ways to generate that cash flow and build the empire. It's a long process. It doesn't happen overnight, and it requires always a long-term outlook. But as things are developing on a daily basis, yeah, we're also suffering through some more of this uncertainty. Facebook's earnings last night, we'll get into this. Devastating blow to investors in Facebook. Last time I checked, down 25%. That is unbelievable for a company of that size, that market cap. So obviously, my thoughts very quickly on this are that what we've witnessed, like, obviously, this is a company that, for the first time in its history, has suffered a drop in daily active users, signaling that this is no longer a growth stock. So there seems to be a repricing of its multiple to reflect that, as well as growing concerns over inflation and supply chain issues, and advertisers reducing their exposure on that platform. So, okay, yeah, it's got some issues to deal with, and it's definitely playing into this whole narrative that is sort of contributing to this fear that everybody has about where the markets are all headed. Now, the bottom line is, yeah, obviously, as far as the company's concerned, we're still talking about a company with monthly active users at almost 3 billion, over 2.9 billion monthly active users. Obviously, this isn't a company that's going to be able to grow. That's, you're worldwide at this point. That's larger than any country on the planet, all on one platform. This is a beast. So where is it going next? Obviously, this Metaverse play is some people view it as a play of desperation. I'm not so sure whether or not you agree or like Mark Zuckerberg one thing I would say is that he's not the kind of guy I would choose to bet against. He's a very smart man. He knows what he is doing. So I'm not invested in Facebook. I have no plans to invest in Facebook. But, I take notice when a company of that size has a move like that, because it impacts the broader market. And let's face it, us, because the stocks we're invested in, whether it be mining stocks, anything blockchain related, it gets pulled by the broader market, along with Bitcoin. So we're subjected to this whether we like it or not. But as well as the fact that Facebook is beginning to embrace this new future that a lot of us are paying attention to. The Metaverse, Web3, whether you choose to be excited about that or not, it is something that I pay attention to, and it is something that I do think is going to play a pretty big part in our future. Now, what Facebook's place in that is going to be is unclear. And I think that's where a lot of the uncertainty comes from. But I do think that it is a very smart thing for them to be focused on. And I have no doubt that they will see some success in that in the future. But right now, the Metaverse is something that's still in its infancy, and we don't know what form it's going to take or how quickly it's going to be adopted. It might be a few years for the technology to catch up in a manner that would entice enough people to make it a part of their daily lives. I'm not sure how much you guys are interested in that topic. We can talk about it some more. Let me know if this does interest you. But that's really all I wanted to touch on with regards to what's played out over the last 24 hours. The next big one up is tonight. After the market closes, we got Amazon reporting, and I think this one's going to be important. Obviously, I'm not making any predictions one way or the other, but it could decide whether or not Bitcoin continues its downtrend, or if we are due for a reversal. Very interested to see what's going to happen, but again, it does not change what my investment decisions are going to be. I'm going to keep building my empire. I am working on everything I can to increase cash flow and continue to buy the dip. As long as we can stay down here, as far as I'm concerned, the better. This is a gift. This is exactly how it played out for me last time. Obviously, I, like many others, thought I would be able to get out at the top, but the top didn't look like any top we had seen before. So here we are. We're just going to have to do this again. The benefit that I see is that we are still early. This technology is still early. When you consider the fact that the entire cryptocurrency market has a market cap still it's a baby at $1.7 trillion. As a brand new disruptive technology sector, I don't see that anywhere near a bubble. Talk to me when we're over, a few 30 or 40 trillion dollars of combined market cap. Then maybe we might be getting close. But even when you compare this to the .com bubble, this is very, very, very different. But yeah, like I said, we just kind of got slapped in the face with these other market forces that we have no control over. So I choose to focus on what I do have control over, and that is the decisions that I make on a daily basis and the actions I take to build my empire. I'm going to try and focus a little bit more on that topic as we go on here, because I think that is something that is of use and something that a lot of people could now learn from. So yeah, let me know what you think about that, and let's just keep an eye and see what happens next with Amazon. Obviously, yeah, it seems interesting to be talking about other companies and how they impact mining stocks, but that is the reality we're in right now. we've got, the monthly results should be coming out probably today. I would expect for Marathon and Riot and many others. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, those results have rarely had any impact one way or the other on what the price of these stocks do. We generally know what to expect, unless there are any unexpected surprises. But yeah, there's not a whole lot that those reports have. Not a whole lot of impact they have on the price action of any individual stock. But we'll see. It's still interesting to see what their growth patterns are, how they're doing. I definitely enjoy keeping up to date with those things. So we'll maybe review that in a video here, maybe tonight if we get some of those results in. But for now, keep building the empire. I'm going to do the same. And let's see how the next year develops. I'm excited to see how this plays out. And I am not convinced that we are going to be headed for a prolonged decline. But even if we are, that's fine with me. I'm going to take this opportunity and continue to expand my portfolio through my actions rather than relying on Bitcoin to do it for me. That's all for this one. Now let's get back to empire building.